Peace be with you. Today I will tell you about why I want to become a priest from a place called Mokattam in Cairo, Egypt. This place is quite fitting for my story, as you will soon find out. I will share the history of this place, then explain the connection to my vocation journey. Here in this place, the Coptic Christians believe a miracle took place in the 10th century. Being persecuted by the Muslims, they were requested by the Muslim ruler of Egypt to perform a miracle to prove their faith, or else they would be forced to leave or die. This is the synopsis of that story by Jennifer Pruitt. A Fatimid Caliph of Egypt became enraged by a Christian biblical passage stating that mountains could be moved by faith alone, Matthew 17:20. In response, he demanded that a Coptic patriarch visibly demonstrate this claim of the Christian faith by making the Mokattam mountain rise from the ground through prayer. After arrangements were made, an amazed Muslim ruler witnessed the mountain rise from the ground no less than 3 times before his own eyes. As a result of witnessing this miracle, the Fatimid ruler allowed the medieval Christian population of Cairo to restore 2 dilapidated churches in Cairo, the complex of St. Mercurius and the Hanging Church. The church in Mokattam, as you see it today, is modern, built in the 1970s. It is surrounded by a Christian slum with people working in the trash and recycling industry. There is a monastery here dedicated to the Coptic saint Simon the Tanner. According to the ancient story, this man, who was a shoemaker, was favored by God. He was missing an eye because he gouged out to avoid the temptation to lust, as is written in Matthew 18:9. If your eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter into life with 1 eye than with 2 eyes to be thrown into the fiery Gehenna. According to the story, the Virgin Mary herself chose this man to be the one to perform the miracle, appearing to the Coptic Pope and instructing him that it would be at the hand of Simon that the miracle of the mountain be performed. These 2 stories, the moving of the mountain and Simon gouging out his eye to avoid lusting woman, both explain my journey and why I want to become a priest today. When I was much younger, over a decade ago, and before I wanted to become a priest, I was fighting lustful desires for women myself, and I hated the sin I struggled with. I knew it had the power to send me to hell. With a lot of prayer and reflecting on the same passage as St. Simon, I discerned that God wanted me to cut out the desire for dating and having an intimate relationship for my life. It was very hard for me, but God was making me give up the desire for marriage before ever presenting the idea of priesthood to me. My whole life desire and all my efforts were directed in becoming a roboticist. To give you an idea of how devoted I was to this, I will show you a clip of a robot I was building as a 19-year-old. Robotics is what I lived for since I was 13, with an interest in electronics going back to when I was very little. I would take apart electronic toys to see how they worked while in elementary school. But God moved the mountain, replacing my interest in robotics with an interest in theology and the salvation of souls. For me, I see my current path in terms of being all or nothing. I gave up what I dreamed of for God. My mind is set on doing what I believe God is asking of me. It is frequently uncomfortable. As an introvert, I can experience discomfort making these videos and putting them up for the whole world to see. But I have to believe that all these things, and the hard and long path to priesthood, is for the salvation of souls. If I didn't believe my efforts would lead people to heaven, then I have made a great mistake giving up my dreams for this life. God bless you all. I want all of you to know that you are close to my heart. I pray for all of you, and I ask for God's blessing to come down upon all of you. God bless.